Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Daily Motion. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Tuesday, January 27, 2015, around 5:37 in the morning in Boston, Massachusetts. Snowing like crazy to beat the band, 2 to 4 inches per hour right now. Nobody's on the roads because of the statewide ban in Massachusetts, and it's snowing like crazy everywhere else in the Northeast, so be careful. Stay home. Some news to report: the Boston Celtics beat the Utah Jazz by a score of 99-90. And that's about it on the news. My next subject of the day is the first one. It's the top 10 list of greatest everything and everything. I've reached the top 10 greatest matches in WWE WrestleMania history. WrestleMania is the biggest showcase wrestling event of the year. It started back in 1985 at Madison Square Garden, and every single year it's gotten bigger and better ever since. And it's the biggest money maker for the WWE each year. It gets usually the casual fans for wrestling who don't watch it, or people who just don't pay attention too much to the current product. Here's the top 10 greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. Number 10 on the all-time list of greatest WrestleMania matches of all time: Bret the Hitman Hart versus Owen Hart at WrestleMania 10. This match opened up WrestleMania 10, and it was the start of the Bret-Owen feud, which started when Owen kicked Bret the Hitman Hart's leg at the Royal Rumble 1994, turning Owen heel. Owen wanted to get out of the shadow of Bret the Hitman Hart. He called Bret the Hitman Hart selfish and stuff like that. This was a great match, and Owen won the match with a victory roll, and this was one of the best matches to open up any pay-per-view. And Bret the Hitman Hart won the WWE title later on that night from Yokozuna. That comes in at number 10. Number 9 on the all-time list of greatest WrestleMania matches of all time: Vince McMahon versus his son Shane at WrestleMania 17. This was kind of like a grudge match, and Shane was defending his mother's honor, Linda, because she was in a comatose state after she kind of lost power of WWE. And Vince had Trish Stratus and Stephanie in his corner, and the special guest referee was Mick Foley. Trish turns on Vince, and then Trish and Stephanie have a cat fight, and Shane does the Van Terminator move on a trash can on Vince, and the ending of the match had Vince brings Linda up into the ring, who was still in a comatose state, but then Linda gets up and then kicks Vince in the nuts, and Shane pins Vince for the 1, 2, 3. Very exciting match. Number 8 on the all-time list of greatest WrestleMania matches of all time: The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. This match ended the streak for the Undertaker's undefeated WrestleMania streak at 21-0. The Undertaker delivered a tombstone pile driver to Brock Lesnar, but he kicked out, and then Brock Lesnar did the F5 and then pinned the Undertaker 1, 2, 3. The fans were so shocked that the Undertaker would lose at a WrestleMania. It was the biggest shocking moment in WWE history. The streak should have never ended, and that was a great match, but the streak should have never ended. Number 7 on the all-time list of greatest WrestleMania matches of all time: Hulk Hogan against Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3 for the WWE title. This match had big build-up. Andre turned against Hogan because of an incident where Hogan got a big trophy for his 3 years as champion, and Andre the Giant got a kind of a smaller trophy for being undefeated for 15 years. And Andre ripped the cross off of Hulk Hogan, his t-shirt, and he was aligned with Bobby the Brain Heenan. It was the irresistible force meeting an immovable object. The hype of this match was great. Andre the Giant almost won the WWE title with a quick 2 count by the referee. It was so much excitement of this match. And Hogan slammed Andre the Giant and beat him 1, 2, 3. And Andre the Giant suffered his first pinfall loss in WWE. And legend has it, Andre the Giant could not feel his legs in this match. He couldn't feel it because of his condition. It was a great match in my opinion. Number 6 on the all-time list of greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. Randy Macho Man Savage versus the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 7. This was a retirement match. This was a very, very competitive match, back and forth. This feud started when the Warrior lost the WWE title to Sergeant Slaughter with interference by Randy Savage at the Royal Rumble. Back and forth match. Warrior almost walked out of the match because he couldn't take it anymore. And the ending, that Warrior pinned Macho Man with his foot. 1, 2, 3. After the match, Sensational Queen Sherry was mad at Macho Man because she was kind of out managing of a job. She beat up Randy Savage, but then Miss Elizabeth, who was in the crowd, comes up and attacks Sherry, and then Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth get reunited. This was probably one of the best matches the Warrior had, the Ultimate Warrior. You look back at now, the Warrior was a decent worker, and it's too bad that he passed away last year. Number 5 on the all-time list of greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. The Hardy Boys against the Dudley Boys against Edge and Christian. Tables and ladders and chairs at WrestleMania 16. This was an awesome match. It was one of the best ever. 3 great tag teams. This was a lot of high-flying moves and stuff. And Edge and Christian won this tables and ladders and chairs match, and it's catapulted them to superstars, and they also turned heel in the process. They were kind of the tweener roles in this match. The Hardy Boys were the faces, and the Dudley Boys were the heels, and Edge and Christian were the tweeners in this match. But after this match, when they won the title, Edge and Christian turned heel. They also had another good tables and ladders and chairs match at SummerSlam 2000 and at WrestleMania 17, but this one tops them all. Number 4 on the all-time list of greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. Hulk Hogan against the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6 title versus title. This was 2 faces facing off against each other. It was a classic. It's probably one of the best matches the Warriors ever had, and also one of the best matches Hogan had. The Warrior kicked out of Hogan's leg drop at 2, and the Warrior pinned Hogan 1, 2, 3 to become the WWE champion. Many people thought this was the passing of the torch from Hulk Hogan to the Ultimate Warrior. Hogan presented Warrior with the WWE belt, and the Warrior had his moment in the sun for this match. But we all know Warrior flopped as WWE champion, which, disappointed. He could have been like the next Hogan and have a several-year title reign, many years with the title in a row. Number 3 on the all-time list of greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. Stone Cold Steve Austin against Bret the Hitman Hart, a submission match with the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, as the referee. This match was historic because it turned the course of WWE history. It also was the famous double turn. Bret the Hitman Hart was the face, and Stone Cold Steve Austin was the heel, but the fans were booing Bret Hart and cheering Stone Cold, and the ending of the match had Bret Hart put Stone Cold in stop shooter. Stone Cold was bleeding profusely, and Ken Shamrock reigned for the belt. Stone Cold did not give up in this match. This was such a classic. After this match, Stone Cold becomes face, and Bret the Hitman Hart becomes heel, and Stone Cold shoots up as a major star in this match, and this match turned the course of WWE history, in my opinion. Number 2 on the all-time list of greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. Randy the Macho Man Savage against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania 3. This match was very awesome, a lot of near falls and stuff like that. This culminated a feud between Savage and Steamboat that started several months earlier when Savage injured Steamboat throat with the top rope with the ring bell. This match was very awesome. It stole the show at WrestleMania 3. Steamboat's small packages, Randy Savage. Savage was going to try to injure Steamboat's larynx again, but George Steele threw him off the top rope, and Steamboat wins the Intercontinental title, and Steamboat could have had a long reign with the Intercontinental title, but he lost it a couple months later to the Honky Tonk Man. And number one on the all-time list of greatest WrestleMania matches of all time, the ladder match at WrestleMania 10. Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels for the undisputed Intercontinental title. Both Intercontinental titles were up on the ladder. The Razor's Intercontinental title and Shawn Michaels' bogus Intercontinental title. Very, very exciting match and stuff. Diesel tried to interfere, but the referee threw him out. And it was a lot of high-flying maneuvers and stuff like this. This was kind of the prelude what the WWE was heading to, with like exciting matches and kind of high-paced matches and stuff. And Razor won the match and retained the Intercontinental title. To this day, the ladder match at WrestleMania 10 stands up as the best WrestleMania match of all time. And that's about it on that. Be back later, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. 2 more video blogs today. First one's going to be about the San Francisco 49ers, and the second one will be about the Battle of the Network Stars television show, which was on the air from a series of specials from 1977 through 1985 on ABC. All of these blogs will be subject, if I still have power, which I hope I do, for this blizzard. Haven't lost power in blizzards in so many years. Knock on wood. See you later.